My name is Michael Sork, and my wife Karen. I was an electrician in the food and beverage industry. And after Hurricane Katrina, the need for electricians was enormous, and out-of-state electricians were ripping people off. So I did my part. I was digging a trench for an underground feed, and I was struggling to dig and lift the electrical box. He was running out of breath easily, and I didn't know why. I still had my job at the dairy, and I felt tired all of the time. One day I was listening to a NASCAR race and a driver mentioned ALS. I went on the web, diagnosed myself. Clinically, I was diagnosed in 2008, but I had symptoms before that.
When we first learned of Michael's diagnosis in October of 2008 at the doctor's office, we actually showed up on a Wednesday and got there, and they told us we were on the wrong day. But we were kind of determined not to leave that day without knowing what was going on. So we went in the doctor's office and she told us, and at that time Michael was a smoker, and she pretty much told him to go have 3 packs of cigarettes a day if he wanted and get his affairs in order. So we kind of lost there, very lost. At that time, it was after Katrina. There was not a lot of help. We went home that day. We went and visited each of our children, called our family members, went out to the park where we were married and sat and cried all day. And we decided that that was the last day we were going to cry about this disease, that we were going to start making life matter, as Michael says.
My mom lives in Houston, and she wanted a second opinion, so I ended up in Dr. Appel's clinic. My children didn't grasp the severity of the disease. We called everyone in the family to give them the news. Karen lost her father, brother, and sister in 2005 and 06. With my diagnoses, that sent her into a deep depression. My father passed in 2007. He had a fishing camp that was damaged by Katrina also. I have 3 brothers that live in Texas, and we had to sell the camp because I could not take care of it. The thing that breaks my heart, my kids and grandkids will never have the experience that I had with my family. I am in year 8. My wife is responsible for my longevity. I am in a good place. I don't hurt. Karen and I do all the things we want to do as I was not sick. We have our friends, pals as they're known. I have been trachea for 4 years now, and it's the best thing I have done for myself.
This is a trach that Michael has, and during his diagnosis, a lot of our pals have to make the decision to be trached or not, and the purpose of the trach is to allow them to live past the normal 2 to 5 years that they're diagnosed to live. This helps him breathe. It passes the section of the swallowing and goes right into the windpipe and into the lungs to where he's ventilated. Now, some of our pals can live without the ventilator, which helps them breathe. And they just have the trach, the hole, and they can speak with it. Michael doesn't because of the bulbar onset of his ALS, which is in his swallowing and his speech. His diaphragm basically died. It doesn't work anymore. So we are. We have beautiful children, grandchildren. We do everything we can do with them. We don't let it stop us. We have some great friends that we've made out of this relationship and this disease, this terrible disease, because the friends we've made, we're so close, and we're all going through the same things, and we're a little further along than they are, so we have a lot to share. But knowing in the end that we're going to lose our friends, which we have recently, a few of them, it's just very disheartening, but I wouldn't have it any other way. I mean, this is our life now. A lot of our pals have to make the decision of being trached or not trached. For us, I don't think Michael ever questioned whether he wanted to be or not. Everyone is not the same. They don't do as well as Michael. We like to promote that you can live life even though you're trached, and we get out and we go and we show people that you can do it, but it doesn't mean that it's going to be like Michael's. We do have some friends that have had rough goes with their trach. Not everyone does as well. But Michael tries to inspire people and to live life. I mean, that's, even though this is a horrible disease, we want to make the best of it and show people how to make the best of it and try to help them as much as we can. I just want people to know that living with ALS is not easy. It is a terrible disease. It is very hard on family, friends, relationships, and that some people can make it look really easy, but it is a struggle from day to day to day, in and out 24/7.